touched upon something very interesting that I wanted to dive deeper into is the breakup of big tech. Any thoughts around that broadly? Because there is a lot of debate around YouTube being spun out of Google as a separate entity, and that's been replicated across all the Magnificent Seven companies as well.
Problem with the law is that lawyers write it and they enforce it. You're saying, what's wrong with lawyers? Lawyers really don't understand business. I've insulted accountants already, might as well insult lawyers. And let's face it, antitrust law is written by lawyers. If you ask them what business Alphabet is in, they'll talk about platforms. They'll talk about the search box and YouTube and Waymo. Alphabet is not in the platform business. It's in the online advertising business. Just like Meta is in the online. 90% of Alphabet's value still comes from online advertising. When I think about YouTube and search, and the search box, it's part of an ecosystem. All that free stuff you get from Google, you're saying, what free stuff? The Google Maps, the Google Docs. My wife teaches fifth grade. She has a Google Classroom. All that free stuff is really not free. It's to keep you on the platform. Because if they keep you on the platform for an extended period, they can advertise more stuff. That's why when people say they're going to break up Google, I say, based on what? Are you going to break the advertising business from the rest? But there's not much in the rest. It's almost all an advertising company. So neither Meta nor Google lends itself well to a breakup, because the lines of if you think about the two most successful breakups of the 20th century in the US, one was Standard Oil in 1911. Standard Oil was the monopoly that dominated the oil business, but it was broken up geographically because the oil was in different parts of the US. They could break it up geographically. When AT&T got broken up in 1981, they broke it up into the regional belts. Each region had its own phone company and long distance. I challenge anybody who wants to break up big tech into telling me how they would break up Alphabet and Meta, or even Amazon, right? Where would you draw the line? The only company that you could potentially break up is Microsoft. And you know what the business would be? That'd be the cloud business, which is now almost half of Microsoft's revenues, and the rest of Microsoft. And to what end? The business you're worried about Microsoft dominating is still going to be dominated, because it's not like the cloud business is helping Microsoft sell more Office 365. If it is, it's too remote. So I'm not sure a breakup would solve the problem you meant to solve. So I think this notion of a breakup is coming from people who don't understand what businesses these companies are in and how they would the breakup would work and who would benefit. Here's the problem with antitrust law in the US. It was written to protect ultimately consumers. The reason Standard Oil was broken up is Standard Oil as a monopoly was charging consumers too much. So when it was broken up, consumers cheered. And let's face it, there are a lot more consumers as voters than there are business people. So if you're somebody breaking up Standard Oil, the public is on your side. Even AT&T, you could argue, people were saying they're tired of Ma Bell, of having to wait for the phone call. But if you break up the big tech companies, you know the first things that are going to go? I mean, how the heck do you think you get all this free stuff? Do you have WhatsApp, Shrishti? That's actually a silly question.
India functions on WhatsApp.
India doesn't have WhatsApp. How much do
Yeah.
you pay for WhatsApp every month?
Nothing.
Nothing. You get you get a product you're incredibly reliant on for free. You break up Meta into WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram. You know what's going to happen, right? You're going to have to pay for WhatsApp. WhatsApp can't be a standalone business. The minute after you break up big tech, free stuff is going to be taken away all over the world. I mean, I tell people, look, you can take every other product or service that I own, but you can't take away my Amazon Prime, because without it, I'm helpless. And I'm not kidding, because brick and mortar retail in the US is broken. I can't go buy stuff anymore because stores don't exist to buy it. If I need something, I have to buy it on Amazon Prime. And at $139 a year, it is the best bargain I have of all the things I invested. I get all of my shipping for free. I mean, I get a box every day in front of my house. I get Amazon Prime. I get to shop at Whole Foods, the grocery store, and get a 10% discount. Well, Lena Khan, who's head of the FTC, is arguing that Amazon is subsidizing Amazon Prime, and that's bad for competition. You're right. It's probably bad for competitors. But guess what? You want to make this a more even playing field. I am going to be paying for it as a consumer, not Amazon. So big tech, the breakup, it sounds populist because everybody hates big tech in the abstract. while they live in big tech platforms, breaking it up is not going to be easy to do, and it's not going to be public from the popularity standpoint. If you want to win the next election, take away Amazon Prime from people, see how that works out.